Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Baker going to give it to Irving. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Irving. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
A first carry for Rachaad White. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The Bucs at 6-2 to start play. And they come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Buying time to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. They're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout. By the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Up the middle, Achane. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In motion, Hill. Richardson looking to throw this. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Richardson. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Over the middle to Smith. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now Richardson going to shift things up. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, Let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's 3rd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a 2nd year.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run up the middle with Irving. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Mayfield to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
First down, Mayfield. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Mayfield off the play fake. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And the drive starts with a run from Achane. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 52 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be second and a couple. Richardson looking to throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the shotgun, Richardson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now a 2nd and 10. And Richardson yet again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go play action with Richardson. That is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Alec Ingold in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. They'll start the drive with a give to White. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Richardson from near his goal line. Short throw to Smith. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here is 3rd and 5. Mayfield going to switch things up here. Touchdown! Cade Otton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Richardson on second and 10. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Here's 3rd and 3. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Richardson on 3rd and short. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Richardson's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Hill going to go in motion right. And Richardson looks to throw once more. And it's incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Richardson to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. Now Richardson back to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Richardson out of the shotgun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Richardson. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Achane. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold